welcome back. Today is the day. It's Homes Under the Hammer filming today, which is quite exciting. My son-in-law is picking me up in about an hour, so I'm going to get ready. I thought I'd better put a bit of slap on, try and make myself look a little bit decent. So get ready with me. It's funny how your skin gets older. You feel the same age inside. You don't feel like you've got any older. But I get up in the mornings and I think, whose skin am I wearing? Surely that's not me. Do you know, my nan used to say, there was a saying she used to say, well, one of many, you can't make a silk purse out of a sow's ear. I never understood it at the time, until now. I've scrubbed up. I'm ready. Tried to put some spray on my hair that's meant to make it look like beach hair. I think it looked like I've been hit by a wave. Anyway, I'm being picked up now, so I'll talk to you when I'm in the car. We're on our way. It's exciting, isn't it, James?
It is indeed. I can't wait.
Yeah, we can't wait. We're going to be on the telly. Anyway, it's a beautiful day and I shall pick you up when we get there. I don't know if I can video, if it's allowed, but if not, I'll take photographs, but we'll just see when we get there. And we're done. That's a wrap. It was all right, wasn't it, James?
Yeah, it weren't too bad. The valuation was a lot better than what I thought.
Yeah, so it's really good. He's done really well with that. Yeah, it's been really a lovely day. So hot in there though, because they have to have the doors shut, so it wasn't so good. But we've enjoyed it. It's filmed. It'll be aired 4 to 6 months. They're going to let us know the date. So obviously in time, on one of my videos, I'll let you all know the date that it's going on. And it's been an experience.
Definitely. On to the next one.
Yeah, onwards and upwards. Well, it's been a really lovely day again today. I've woken up happy, in a good mood. I think because I had something planned for the day. But it's not always like that. Sometimes I have to reset myself when I wake up in the morning and think about the day, and if I've got negative thoughts I have to try and think what's made me feel like that. Normally anxiety is a terrible thing, but you can combat it. You can. I've had a brilliant day spent with my son-in-law doing the filming. It's been a very hard week. It's been very busy, and I'm tired. I'm really tired. So I think I'm going to take tomorrow just to have time for me, which I think is very important for everyone. You must have time for yourself. I was thinking earlier about when I first started going back out again. I remember I had to walk around the shop for milk or something, and it was really hard because I don't know about you, if you have suffered with anxiety and had trouble going out, frightened of the world again. It's easier when you're with someone. If someone's with you, you feel more confident, but I have found I had to go on my own that day. I had to. It was either that or I don't have a cup of tea. So I hadn't seen anyone all week and I was petrified, and I walked around the shop And the woman behind the counter completely ignored me when she took my money, spoke to the other woman working there, and it's miserable, really. But as I came out of the shop, a woman passed me and she said, "Oh, excuse me, I love your hair." Do you know what? Those few little words that someone says to you made my day. I walked tall when I came out of that shop, and I walked home and I felt really good. Someone had said something nice to me. And I think it's really important that if you think something nice, say it. If you think something horrible, keep it to yourself, because you don't know the effect that it has on someone. It can destroy someone instantly. So that was a really positive thing. I also had a situation a few weeks ago where I met up with a friend and she said, "Oh, we'll go to McDonald's." Well, I don't like McDonald's. So I said, "Oh," we went through the drive-through and I just said, "Oh, I'll just have some chips." And anyway, we chatted for a little while and I hadn't eaten them all. So I got in my car to go home and I put them on my lap and thought I'd just eat them on the way home. Now, bearing in mind, I've just lost nearly 4 stone in weight, and I sat in my car eating my chips on my lap, eating them as I was going along, and I pulled up at some traffic lights, and it was a hot day, the window was open, and a van pulled alongside me in the next lane with workmen in, and their window was also open. And the chap in the passenger seat looked down and said to me, "Give us a chip, fatty." I was mortified, absolutely mortified. But in my brain, I thought, may the powers above strike you down with bloat. But I smiled at him and just put my window up. Lights went green and I drove off. And I wanted to cry. I really wanted to cry because people don't know. You put your makeup on, you go out, you look fine. If you've got a broken arm or a broken leg, people will hold the door open for you and they can see what's wrong with you. But no one knows what's behind your eyes. No one knows the pain you've been through, how you're feeling, how sometimes how very low that you've become. So don't ever judge anyone. Always say kind words. But, you know, the man in the van, karma's gonna get you. And on that note, I'm going to sleep. Until next time, good night.